What if I told you that you're the LeBron in broadcasting?
I would say thank you to y'all. That's not just about me. I'm not saying I had nothing to do with it. But it's like, listen, I tell AI this. AI will call me and undercover wise, AI an emotional dude.
Oh, no.
It ain't undercover.
Hold on. Before to cut you off,
It ain't
he calls
undercover.
me once a week and tell me he love me.
That's right.
Once a week.
Same here. Same here. He tells me he
Once
loves
a
me,
week.
and we love him back, man.
Of course.
Because AI been
Great
through a
dude.
lot, man.
Great
brother.
That's my little
Great
brother.
dude, yeah, no
We're
doubt.
we're very, very close, and that's saying a lot if you know anything about our history and some of the things I had to write and
Right.
say. You know, they can't. You know, it's shocking that we are as tight, but people don't realize we've always been tight. And a lot of times when we didn't talk is because I jumped in his butt because of what he was doing, and I didn't report it, but it didn't stop me from cussing him out,
Right.
going off because what you doing? You blowing this, right? But what I'm saying is that I never fail to thank him. I don't think anybody is more, and I'm not trying to sit up there and say he don't deserve, you know, the credit or whatever. There is no way in my mind I would be sitting here today with the success that I've enjoyed if it wasn't for Allen Iverson. I mean, that guy to have to be the superstar that he was, and to embrace you in a sense where everyone, I don't give a damn what report he talked to, I don't give a damn what interviews he did, I don't give a damn his availability, his unavailability, inaccessibility, I don't give a damn what, everyone knew Stephen A and AI was special. Everybody knew that.
Well, I
Everybody
seen
knew
it.
that.
I was a fly on the wall, so I was in the C-Web trade in
Yep.
2003 from Sacramento
Right.
to out here, and that's when I met you early on, and saw the connection, and it kind of tripped me out because that's not not that you guys are the enemy, but most guys don't get that close to the other side, so to speak.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that's early on when I started understanding and kind of following your path and understanding, man, you really know what it's like to be in our, not even knowing your backstory, but you put the time in to know what it's like to be in our shoes.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, a lot of athletes don't respect people that haven't done what we do because we don't think they have an appreciation and understanding how hard it is. But you put the time in work, being a former hooper, being right there in the mix with us to understand. So when your criticism comes across, it's from a good place and it's warranted.
But even with you saying that, I still got to give the credit to him because he was at the top of the heap, popularity-wise. And this dude had no reason to trust anybody. You understand? And certainly not me, because I'd grill him. He played like garbage tonight.
He had more reason not to trust everybody than to trust me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I knew he fit right in my alley because what he respected most was realness. And he knew I wasn't gonna lie to him. And so that went a long way and the kind of things, and I never forget, and I've never told the story, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what he said, but he went the hell off on Larry Brown so bad one time. Told me to turn the tape recorder on and went ballistic. Told me that, he didn't say turn it off, he said turn it on. And went ballistic. And he said things about Larry Brown that would have got him traded at the very least, okay? Because he couldn't stand Larry Brown at first, right? And he came back the next day and he said, Stephen A., you write that story, it's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. And right in front of him, I turned the tape recorder off. Said done. I go back to the Philadelphia Inquirer. I said kill a story. They're like, what? I said kill a story. It's not going in the paper. I promised them it's not. It's not. There'll be plenty of stories to write. We ain't writing that. Just like that.
That's big.
You understand? Now,
Big.
I'm telling you, it's the kind of story that could have made my career.
Anybody else get that story? It's coming out.
It could have made my career. It never happened. Because you got to touch on somebody's humanity. And again, I know what kind of man I am, which is why I will go hard at certain cats. I got a problem with a few players in today's game. Make no mistake about it. Because it's the chirping. It's the whispering.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know, as long as y'all have known me, I know both of y'all will vouch for this. Kobe could vouch for this. D. Wade could vouch for this. CP could vouch for this. Melo, others. There's a lot of people that could vouch for this. All you got to do is come talk to me.
That's it.
Man. You
That's
don't,
it.
I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to. We could cuss each other out. It doesn't matter. But we can talk as men. What I don't have any respect for is the chirping.
Sneak this.
It's all of that stuff. And when we talk about my history, my career, you know who 2 or 3 of the players that I was most tight with throughout my reporting career? Derek Coleman,
Oak.
Raj Strickland, and Oak.
I knew it. I knew it.
Now don't get me wrong.
Everybody fuck with Oak, man.
A lot of cats. But you know why? Because they never lied to me. You two never lied to me. If you couldn't say something, you didn't say something.
Yeah.
Or you say, Stephen A., I ain't touching that. You know, because you knew I understood. No, Stephen, I ain't going there.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm talking about. It's like, do you know what I would have to deal with if I wrote something about Oak without talking to Oak? Or DC.
Trust me, I know.
Or somebody like that. Oh, hell no, I don't want that problem.
Right.
I don't want that problem.
Nobody
oh, no.
do.
Oh, I need to talk to you. Where you at? Because what I'm saying, he's a man.
Right.
And it's like you gonna deal with him on the real. MJ, another cat, real. Stuff like that. I don't have any tolerance or any patience for the chirping. It's weak, man. And so a lot of times you got these cats, you got your Twitter account, you got Facebook, you got all of this other stuff. Okay, that's fine. Well, I do have 7 million social media followers. I do have a 2-hour daily national television show. I do have a nationally syndicated radio show. I am getting paid a little bit. I'm not broke.
You're going to get your get back.
I mean, we really want to go here? We really want to go here? Or can we talk like men?
Just a conversation.
Just a conversation. And because I think one of the things that I've proven in my career, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. And oh, by the way, if I say something publicly wrong, I'm not going to apologize privately. I'll go right on national television. Yo, he got me. I was wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have to be the way these cats are. And I'm not saying all, I'm not saying most. But there's a few of them that's just weak when it comes to just communicating as men. And I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all because I'm not that way.
Right.
I don't
And I don't expect them to be that way.
I don't either.
I
Most
just
of
don't.
the time, because I think they're weak and timid because they know what was being said is real. So you could
Probably.
be mad about it,
Probably.
but the truth hurts.
But not just that. Here's where I don't have respect. You could come to me and it could be real. I never forget when AI was mad at me and we didn't talk for almost 2 years and cats was sitting up there, yo, man, AI can't wait to see you, man. He gonna do something to you. They were talking like that. Right. You could ask AI this. And I rolled down to Atlanta. I made a special trip. I went down with Atlanta. I had my boys. I rolled up there. I told ESPN about look, I gotta handle this. I don't need y'all. I gotta handle this. This is a man thing. Y'all don't understand. I gotta handle this.
Yeah.
So I walked down. I went down there. AI came there. He met up with me, and he humbled me in a way that I've never been humbled in my career, because he said, "You were right. You weren't wrong." He said, "It's just that I saw your name in the headline." He said, "Your name on the byline." And that hurt me. And I said, damn. Because I'm sitting there, I'm doing my job.
Right.
And I'm looking out, and there's shit I didn't say. There's a lot that I could have said, but I didn't say it, and I wouldn't say it. But it still hurt me because it was like, he's right.
Right.
I mean, I had to do my job because, you missing in action. The Sixers
people
playing.
fail to realize you got a job to do.
I got a job to do. But what I'm saying is, all he was saying, he wasn't saying that I shouldn't have written it. He was explaining where his hurt came from. In other words, the same exact story, word for word, verbatim, could have been written. And if it was somebody else's name on the byline, he wouldn't have cared.
Right.
It was that, it was me.
Right.
And it just reminded me, yo, man, our relationship is not typical. We got a special relationship.
You mean a lot to us, man. Whether you know it a lot, you mean a lot to us, man.
Real shit.
And so for me, what I try to do is, that's why I go out of my way. I'm like, look, I'm going to look for you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to come talk to you. Yo, keep doing this, and I'm going to have to do this.
Right.
Stop. Fix this. Whatever. Do this. This is your personal stuff. You ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But I'm going to say this about you on the court.
Right.
I'm going to say this about, you coming to practice late. Or I'm going to do something like that. And so when you have that kind of mentality, you just wish that people saw you. And so, I'm just looking at them like, yo, have you seen what I've been doing? I don't have to talk to you. I get paid to talk about you, not to you.
Right.
I go out of my way to travel, go to games, and do all of this stuff to talk to you. I don't have to do that. There is nothing in my contract obligating me to talk to y'all at all.
Right.
I can simply watch the games and give my opinion. But I travel across this country talking to you, trying to cultivate a relationship with you, just so you know, yo, man, you got something to say about me. I got something to say in response. I'm sitting here talking to y'all today. There is no excuse on God's green earth why I should go on the air and talk about Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson without calling you. What possible excuse could I
The
have?
relationship we have, for sure.
What possible? I mean, if something happened, I need to first say, yo, I haven't spoken to them.
Right.
I'm going to speak to them just as much as I can say until I speak to them. And there's certain players in the league to this very day that are like that. I try not to say a damn word about them until I talk to them. Because some of them scared the living hell out of you. You go like this, oh damn, I'm going ahead now. Oh shit, they calling me now. This
Sensitive.
That's right. But again, in the right way, from the standpoint, they pick up the phone and call you. I respect that. You know, you got some cats that their hanger-ons call you, their agents call you, and all that other stuff. Like for example, whether it was D Wade, it was a CP3, it was especially Kobe or somebody. No man, I see their name, I'm like, damn, I done messed up.
Check in, bro.
What did I do?
What's going on real quick? Right.
What did I do?
But that's a respect thing too.
There we go, and I know that,
Yeah.
and I know that, and that's what I respect. There's too many cats that chirp and whisper and use hanger-ons to do it, and that's what pisses me off.
We know them. We know
I
which
don't,
ones
you know,
you're
I
talking
know,
about.
I know
You
you
know-
know them.
you know
I know you,
them.
and they know we know them.
You know
and they know we
them.
know them.
Yeah.
And they know we know, because there's no excuse for it.
Right.
It really, really isn't. It really isn't.